video, I'm going to show you folks how to use the GPS mod. For anybody that's watched any of my videos before, you'll know that the GPS mod is probably one of my favorite mods. So, to get started here, to open the GPS mod, it will be left control and 0 on the numpad. Now, if you do not have a numpad, say you're using a laptop or something like that, you will need to go to your Farming Simulator controls and change the controls for GPS, because the GPS does use the numpad. So left control and 0 brings up GPS. You'll see the little screen there on the left-hand side. Now we will do left control and period again on the numpad. This brings up the advanced GPS controls. We'll do left control and enter again on the numpad. This will line the GPS up to the tractor, which will, if I line up the tractor somewhere else, be a little more apparent here. I move the tractor over here, push control enter. Notice the GPS moves over to where the tractor is. And then I'm going to do left control and 3. This auto sets the width and offsets anything else that is needed for your implement. So we're set at 15 meters. Looks like the offset is 0. It's hiding right underneath this symbol here, kind of hard to see. And we're pretty much ready to go at that point. So turn on your implement. And then we're going to do left control and W. Pretty much 2 ways you can use the GPS mod here. I guess it's actually not going to plant here, is it? Because it's already planted. That's fine. It works for the GPS. But pretty much 2 ways you can use the GPS. So you can either do the auto steer, which is what I'm doing right now. So I do not have my hands on the keyboard. The GPS is completely steering for us. Or you can follow the green line, which in this case is probably going to be really hard to do because you probably can't see it. In a scenario like this, let's say you're spraying or something and you actually want to steer yourself, you don't want to use auto steer, you can change the line type under basics here, and this will raise the line up. So now you can actually see the line ahead of us there. And if you click this line again, it'll actually get rid of it. So no lines at all. And if you click it again, it will go back to the basic line. Now, end field mode. There are 3 types. First type, it does nothing. So if I keep going, the tractor will just keep going until it runs into something or something stops it. Next mode here. And by the way, you hold down left control and it will bring up the mouse so you can actually click on any of the stuff here. And then we can now switch over to turn mode. So end field mode, this will just simply stop at the end of the field. And if we switch to this, it'll automatically turn. It's almost like a hired worker, except for the fact you do have to remain in the vehicle. As soon as you get out of the vehicle, the GPS quits. So anyway, a quick overview of the advanced controls here. Up here we have save and load courses. Personally, I've never used this. GPS is pretty much simple and easy to set up, so I've never needed to, save my courses. Over here, you can move and rotate your courses. So if you want to shift it over that way, you want to rotate it 90, or if you want to turn it slightly. This particular feature here is good on maps with kind of angles on their field. Most of the Farming Center maps you really don't need to worry about that with. Down here we have the line mode. Like I said, you can raise it up, so if you're in a crop like this, you can actually see it. Over here you have course from neighbors. So probably a good example would be multiplayer server. If you have a couple people working on a field, you can all set up with the GPS mod. You have one person set up, and then everybody else just drives up to that person and clicks, get the GPS from the closest neighbor. Down here we have GPS active, inactive. That is the left control W for auto steer. We can set a new direction. That's basically control enter. Wheel mode. This is if you have a steering wheel. Personally, folks, I've never used this. You're supposed to apparently turn this on if you have a steering wheel, but like I said, I never use that. Up here we have work with, plus and minus. So if you need to manually set it, GPS is usually pretty good about getting the automatic width, which is the A button here. Just click that. Width is automatically set. Down here we have offsets. Example would be this for like plowing or any implement or something that has an offset to it. Like I said, plows would be the best example I can think of. You can 0 the offset. You can plus or minus the offset. You can flip what side the offset's on. Let's just get out of here so you folks can actually see this line here. It's going to be the blue line, so let's increase this a moment. Nope, we got the turn mode on. So let's increase this line here so you can see the offset line. This is the line the tractor will follow, by the way. The green line is the center line. The blue line is the line the tractor will follow. So we can flip what side it's on. And then we can do automatic offset reversal. This will automatically flip the side the line is on when turning around. Again, plowing would be a good example of this. Down here we have the auto turn and auto run options. Like I was showing just a moment ago, you got stop at the end of the field, you got auto turn. So you can have it skip lanes, depending on how many lanes you want to skip there. You can also increase or decrease the stop distance. Again, options I really haven't used. I typically do most of the turning myself, folks, so I don't usually use the auto turn options. And then you can tell it which way to turn. So that, folks, that's pretty much an overview of the GPS mod. I tried to make this as quick as I could. Link for the GPS mod will be in the description below. And if you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. Also, before I forget, we'll have a second video. I'll try to go in a little more in-depth for the GPS mod and show you folks a few examples of setting up, plows and combines and stuff like that. So I'll try to cover some setup scenarios for the GPS mod here. Like I said, folks, we'll wrap up the video, and if folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.